Hundreds of ANC members have started marching to the Goodman Gallery in Rosebank, Johannesburg. And Comrades Marathon fever grips KZN. I'm Richard Brooks. Hundreds of ANC members have started marching to the Goodman Gallery in Rosebank, Johannesburg. The march has been triggered by a painting of President Jacob Zuma by Cape Town artist Brett Murray. Edwin Itsidi has more.
ANC members started arriving in buses as early as 8 o'clock. Young and old, dressed in their colorful ANC attire, they are now heading to the gallery that showcased the spear painting. The painting has since been removed from the gallery after it was defaced last week. Escorted by the police, demonstrators are now marching towards the direction of the gallery. Meanwhile, traffic has been severely affected along the ever-busy Jan Smuts Avenue. Edwin Itsidi, SABC News, Johannesburg.
The city press says it was in the public interest to publish the controversial painting of President Jacob Zuma. The newspaper's representative advocate Stephen Budlender has addressed a meeting of the Film and Publication Board in Centurion, south of Pretoria. The meeting will decide on the status of the painting. Pumzine Mahlangeni reports.
Budlender argues that there are also several artworks depicting naked men, but they can't all be classified. He says the paper should not be punished as it didn't create the artwork nor endorse it, but was merely reporting on it. He says art is key in a democracy. He also argues that media can't be punished for doing what is required of it, and that is informing the nation. The meeting continues. I'm Pumzile Mahlangeni for SABC News in Pretoria.
Khoisam Imran, the grandfather of 15-month-old Omar Imran, who died in a fire at a shopping mall in Doha, Qatar, says the family in Cape Town is inconsolable since hearing the news of the boy's death. The toddler and Shamiga Charles, a South African teaching at a creche at the mall, also died. Lyndon Khan has more.
Imran says the family has been flooded with support from family members and neighbors. Imran fondly remembers the last time he saw his youngest grandson and described him as a playful toddler. Imran says the family in Doha were due to make their annual visit to Cape Town next month. Imran says the boy will be buried in Doha later today under Muslim rites. A memorial service will be held at a mosque in the Bo-Kaap in Cape Town at 1 p.m. Lyndon Khan, SABC News in the Bo-Kaap.
The Hawks have arrested a Nigerian nightclub owner for the alleged possession of drugs worth 8 million rand during an undercover operation in Adderley Street in the Cape Town CBD. The police's Andre Trott says they've seized drugs including cocaine, heroin and tick. He says the suspect is expected to appear in court once he's been charged.
After the operation, the suspect's business premises as well as his residential premises were searched and more drugs to the tune of 8 million rand were confiscated. The police members were also led to an address in Tableview where 250,000 rand cash was confiscated. We have reason to believe that this money was raised through the profits of drug dealings.
Comrades Marathon fever has gripped KZN. The world's biggest and oldest ultra-marathon will take place this coming Sunday from Pietermaritzburg to Durban. To help ensure that runners are adequately prepared for the day, the Comrades Expo will open at the Durban Exhibition Centre on Thursday. Comrades General Manager Gary Boshoff.
Yes, of course, the Comrades Marathon represents all people in South Africa today. It's an integrated race and we present the desires of all South Africans. The Constitution of the Comrades Marathon Association says it's in memory of all fallen soldiers that fought in all the wars in South Africa. So the Comrades Marathon indeed, it embodies what South Africans stand for, freedom, liberty, and of course the camaraderie that should exist between all South Africans.